easy, you never get your gust for a long time. So you missed out making a lot of power that you could have made if you could have just used the kick gust, you know.
Yeah.
Well, some people are saying is put a starter on there, spin it a little bit when you, every once in a while.
Yeah.
And actually, your generator, you can run it backwards for how much power you're going to use. If your winds tend to die down below your spark speed very much, it might be worth it. But if you're in that, if it's that important to you to get wind, energy out of them low winds, maybe you should have got your lower wind generator. See, that one over there doesn't generate as much power, but then it doesn't need so much to get unstuck. The clogging of the magnets. But some people have tried to build their thing where it don't get stuck very much. The clogging force is really, really low, if it's there at all. But some deals, the clogging forces are really high. And it won't hardly, you know, if you were somewhere else, it could get going. But when you're in that one spot, it takes a lot to get it going.
You're like an automatic transmission.
So I know people be taking them barrels.
Good Mekkah! Whoa!
They take them 55-gallon drums and cut them in half and try to get like 3 halves and try to make them a windmill out of it. And they're talking like they're getting half a horsepower. That's quite a bit.
Huh.
That's quite a bit.
They're getting 100.
See, that thing there is only 100 watts.
Huh?
And that's huge.
How many horsepower is 100 watts?
Only about a 7th or a 5th or something. Because it's like, ain't it like 754 watts or something like that, or 542 watts? I think it's like 542 watts or something like that.
1 horsepower.
Like for 1 horsepower.
Huh?
It's 500 or something, or 700 or something.
Okay.
Can't always forget.
10 to the 2 roughly. Almost 10 to the 3. 10 to the 2.5.
You need at least like 500 watts to be, or you need 500 or 700 watts to be the horsepower. So that 1 horsepower, that's pretty low. And then like you want to pump water, you can't hardly find a pump that will pump more than 3 feet that's not going to use a lot of power. I finally found one pump that did, but I already spent my money on a different one before I realized I should have got the other one. And the ones I got, I was just beyond what it could do, I guess. Because by the time you have to include the elevation above sea level, I guess that put me right, that pretty much took the, see, it's supposed to be able to pump like a gallon a minute, 25 feet. My water's only like at 20 feet 4 inches. But then you're going to have some drag because of your piping.
What size pipe is
it
used to do that?
I just had like a 1-inch pipe, or a 3/4 inch tube. And I had like 100 feet of it, I guess. And so every foot of that puts a little drag and stuff. But it didn't want to pump it out of the well. And I had some bypassing that was pumping it out, but when I closed the bypass mostly off, well then it wouldn't pump. Then you had the problem of there was a lot of dirt and stuff in there. It looked like chocolate milk. And I guess there's too much solids in there. And so you eat up the propeller, I guess, too. Well, I tried to have a filter on there and it was plugging up the filter. Then ran it dry, and of course the pump just going to tear up. That just sucks. So many pumps out there, if you ever run it dry, it's going to tear it up in just a few minutes, you know, quicker than 1 minute or 10 minutes. It's going to overheat the pump, and then it's going to be no good. It's like, that just totally sucks. If you're going to get a pump, you got to go out of your way to get one that can be ran dry. And then, like, are you pumping clean, like, drinking water, you know? Or you're going to have a little trash in there? Well, it's that little bit of trash, that little bit of sand or something just going to eat up your pump and make it leak. Then it's not going to be very efficient. And if that little bit of sand is going to chew it up, then you will probably paying extra for this high efficiency pump. But it's only going to be able to pump really clean water. You can't have no solids in there at all. And so it's kind of like conflicting requirements, you know. But see, like if you haven't been in your well digging around, it'll be settled out. The water's actually pretty clean. And if you're not sucking too hard, then you won't train anything very big. But if you've been down there digging it up, well then it's all chocolatey, and then If it's dissolved good, then it probably wouldn't matter. But I guess that may have made the density a little higher.
Yeah.
And stuff. But, we got some new pumps, and then we tried to pump it in the barrel.
Mecca, you want to run.
It won't put it in the barrel because you can't pump it that high, but you throw the hose on the ground and the water start coming out. So it could just barely pump to 20 feet, 4 inches.
How much does that cost for a pump that'll do that?
Well, the problem is the pump ain't got no life expectancy hardly. They're saying 200, and then they're saying like 70 hours or something. I guess they keep trying to make it last less and less. And I guess what they're wanting you to do is like use it for a little shower water on your boat, rinse your boat off or something, you know. And they figured, well, you're only going to be out there using it for an hour a weekend or something.
See, my job is to get soaker hoses around the world to replenish the aquifer so people like you can find water when you dig the well. I don't really need to know about all this stuff, as interesting as it is.
Well, they draining the aquifer down.
Yeah, right. And if we take 1% of the salt water on Earth and we desalinate it, we'll have 10 times as much fresh water. It's solar energy.
Well, do you know that in Saudi Arabia or somewhere they had these great big places like this? They put water in there.
Yeah.
And then they let it dry.
Yeah.
And then they get the salt.
Yeah. And then you take the salt up to Canada to the oil sands and you put the chlorine with the ethanol and you make PVC irrigation pipe and habitable dwellings and export them and lease them for 20 years at a time. Nobody owns it. It all comes back to you every 20 years. You melt it down and recycle it forever.
But they would like to exploit. You just rape the earth and go sell something, you know. So you got a fishing hole, let's go grab the biggest fish and go sell them cheap. Right. Put everybody else out of business.
Bluefin tuna.
Yeah. And they're deliberately killing your fishing hole. So some
not that, well, I don't know if deliberately, but they're...
Well, yeah, instead of deliberately, instead of...
negligently.
Some of each fish. Yeah. And you could feed many people. Yeah. No, let's go in there and we'll just catch all the same fish until we kill that, crash their population.
Yeah.
We go on to the next
but they're not deliberately trying to crash the population.
Yeah,
they are.
They have structured it via their capitalism to cause this.
They're negligently destroying the population.
They're deliberately causing it because we want to use up your resource. And then that way,
well, if they do, then it is deliberate. If it's that,
the United States is almost a desert. The North Africa is a desert. The Persian Gulf is a desert.
Yeah.
They used to be flourishing places, but not no more.
The sun burned a line right across North Africa where the Tropic of Cancer is. But
well, no, they come in there cutting down the trees and whatnot and stuff.
Yeah, it's not necessarily malicious, but it results in the same thing as if it were malicious. It's called negligence, mostly.
They do it. Nowadays, we're you know, we see where we're heading, but you try to tell anybody that this is the wrong, bad direction to go, and then okay, let's go that direction faster. And they're doing this on purpose. You got evil people there. You can look at the United States time and time again this is happening. And then everybody gets mad at you for pointing out the problems because they know that you're not going to have any success at getting anybody to correct it, but you're going to have lots of people try to make it worse. So it would have been better if you hadn't told them how to make a problem worse. Do you think they're studying cancer or diabetes or something to cure your condition? No. They want to know how to try to provoke it into other people.
Nah, now this sounds more like the way... Man.
This is how they work. I've seen it. You can see it in action. All you got to do is pay attention.
They're doing it to get the funding money because people want to get cures for it. That would be consistent with your worldview. And then they'll use the knowledge...
My worldview is the reality of it. I had to figure out what was going on. It's like if you look, people say, oh, well, gout's caused by your acid level getting too high, and then you get crystals in your joints, and then the crystals start getting big enough, and then places that cause you pain. Well, now they want to, and they know that, hey, this kind of stuff helps you create the acid. This kind of stuff helps your body dispose of it. Yeah. And then they go around trying to terrorize you about the acid, and they start trying to tell you to not eat the very foods that would help your body eliminate the acid.
Yeah, there are malicious people in this world. This one guy at the car race.
Well, you know, they got rid of animal testing. They got rid of animal testing because they're using you. They're using Telus monkeys to do their testing on.
Well, because women have got more rights, I think. So who was afraid to lose the woman's purchasing?
Why do you think people do reproductive surgery? Because the church sits there and divides you up into boys and girls and then starts having you all fight one another. And so you got the males trying to get rid of the females and the females trying to get rid of the males.
I don't know about that theory. Some of your theories are good.
Look at what they're doing. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing reproductive research? All this genetic cloning and everything. See, if you could clone somebody, then maybe you wouldn't need a female. And the females are trying to get rid of the males the same way.
Yeah, but that's not... Maybe...
The females have the advantage because they have a womb to work with. So they can...
eternal life
they can get the embryo going, well then they're good to go.
Yeah, but eternal life is probably what who's after, is to not have to die.
Didn't you hear all their stories about trying to body hop? They got this one movie, that's what they be trying to do. They trying to get that girl's body. You already got some guy, and you find that out as the movie goes along. You find out they be trying to take her over.
Huh.
Put her soul in their old body that they've been hiding in and get new bodies to, and then once they get a pair of bodies, they get to go again for a few more decades.
Ah.
And they've already been doing it a number of times, you find out later in the movie.
Yeah, I guess if you could transplant a brain from one body to the other,
No,
you
they
can.
transplanted the soul.
Ah. But
that's the way their religion works. You can switch bodies.
Huh.
So they get old, then they got to get in a hurry and get a new body before their body gets too weak to trick somebody else.
I guess that was Jesus Christ's theory. He got crucified, but his soul went into everybody, so he won. Look, Delbert, it's good to see you, man, and I still haven't gotten much of my own work done. I spent the whole time since I last saw you, I've been responding to YouTube on their copyright laws. So, I
just tried to look at some videos like yesterday, and it was telling me they were gone, and then the one guy was having a comment saying that, well, some people objected to one scene that he had in there.
Yeah.
And I noticed these people are getting more, they're the ones causing so much trouble for everybody. You know, woe unto you if you copy into their images, but then, you know, they're the ones thumping everybody else on the head wanting to use their stuff to get money.
Yeah, it's a jungle out there on the copyright thing. It's like show and tell at school.
You want to sit there and to make the terrorist demand that you make your stuff available for free, but then of course when you do, it's like ha ha ha, we got your stuff, you know. But then
yeah, and then we'll
can't do anything because, you know, how many times has somebody thought they invented something and then you find out somebody else invented it? And how many times does it look like you might have copied it and stuff? And if you've been looking at other materials, well, did you remember it or not? Was it in there subconsciously and you remembered it and didn't know it? Or did you come up with it on your own? But then if the person can say, well, hey, you looked at my stuff, you know, like you came to my website 17 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
And stuff. But, you know, you can't, the deal is if you'd all build on one another's stuff, you can all make a lot of progress. You know, the synergy of working together.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But unfortunately, if you want to do this, everybody has to try to make a buck off of everything, then that slows everything down and everybody's on. That's why these big corporations, they get to where they're trying to patent every stupid little thing.
Right.
So like when you write some computer software, you can't copy this string of characters from here to here, that they're not going to patent it the loop that's going to copy it.
Yeah.
And then, so if there's some of these files.
I'm kind of getting filled up. I was with you for like 15 minutes here, and I was following it, but now I'm not doing you justice. So I'm sort of starting to overflow.
Some of these files, you know, they publicly, you know, you see the source, and that's part of the whole idea. Well, then when somebody else tries to write their
It's
tool,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
well, then
Sunday.
they have to create some weird variation of.
I'm not absorbing this. I'm just full. I got so much that I haven't done myself that I got to go back and sweep and clean and find stuff in boxes, mundane chores I haven't done. So I got to go.
Well, you're supposed to put off all them low priority items. No.
Yeah, I have been.
Did you do your 4 quadrants?
I have been doing a lot of charity work for God, Country, and Yale, and I got to go back to my
see,
work.
All that one people, they be telling you to put your stuff in quadrants, and then they start trying to tell you just never do anything in that quadrant. It's like, it ain't going to work like that. But unfortunately, anybody doing stuff for the common good just gets done in for. And nowadays, you got people that are deliberately attacking those people.
You'd be a good debater. Nobody could out-debate you. You just keep on.
Well, why did I tell you? They need to hire me as professional.
Look, we have an appointment to see.
Rand Paul, see, he didn't take me
Right,
up
13
on the offer,
hours.
right?
13 hours.
You should have been telling Rand Paul, dude, that he should hire me to come over there and
Okay, I'll put in a recommendation for you. I will. Thursday at 6:30. Come on, Mecca. Good to see you, Delbert. Good, Mecca. What's that? Piece of paper? What's that? Come on, Mecca. You don't need that. Come on. Okay. Come on. There was a police car down the mall. That's good, Mecca. Wow, I got a pedal to keep up with you. Did you discover the ducks tonight, Mecca? Where's Mecca? You want to go down the street over here? You're happy on the place there. Is that enough for you around the reflecting pool? Or do you really need to run a few blocks at least? Mecca! Come here, Mecca! That's good. Good, Mecca. What did you get? Some kind of... Come on, Mecca! You don't need that thing. Come on. Come on, Mecca. No, you don't need that. Come on, Mecca. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's good. Come on, Mama. Come on, Mecca. Come on. Come on. That's good. Come on. That's good. That's good. Here's some cars. Watch out for the cars. Good. over here. Look at you take off over here. Perfect. Empty your bladder, Mekkah. Good, Mekkah. Whoa. Sound of the dental drill. That's good. Come on, Mekkah. Come on. That's good. Come on, Mekkah. Come on. Out of the trash. Did you find a rat in there? Oh, Mekkah. Ah, Mekkah. I gotta pee. Whoops, I made a mistake. Okay. Okay. Good, Mekkah. Good. Good, Mekkah. Good. Good, Mekkah. Good, Mekkah. Come over here. There you go. Oh. What are we gonna do here? Oh, there's a belch. Mekkah, you want to go in the grass and the roots and the trees. This. Ah, here's double wide. You get both the stones and the smooth. I like that. That's good, Mekkah. Good, Mekkah. That's good. That's good. That's good, Mekkah. Perfect heel, Mekkah. Good. Good. Good, Mekkah. Perfect. Find the trash, Mekkah. Now leave it alone. Come on, Mekkah. Leave the trash alone. That's good, Mekkah. Come on. Mekkah, come on. Come on. Heel. Okay. That's good. Hey, watch out. Mekkah, no! How can I keep going if you do that? Come on! Mekkah, come here! Come on! That's good, come on. You want to go hunting in there, huh? Oh. Those who are not tormented. At least you're not in the trash. You're genuinely hunting. That's a sculpture garden, Mekkah. Conserve and expand recycling capacity. Some guy made a bunch of sculpture, had a bunch of money and donated. Okay, come on, Mekkah. Come on. Some guy. Who? Say who? Hirschhorn. Hirshhorn had a bunch of money and some sculpture. Yeah. Looks like it's closed. Perfect. Find the entrance, Mekkah. Good. Now heel. That's good. Perfect. Find the hunting ground, Mekkah. That's good. Good, Mekkah. Good. That's good, Mekkah. Good. What did you find here? Yeah. It's a lot of running for you. Whoops. Good. Come on, Mekkah. Good. That's Where are you going, Mekkah? Try to go in a straighter line. That's good. Watch out for the bicycle. Watch out. Careful. You're going over here for some reason. Why did you lead us to here? Smell of the food? The idea of a fence chain in front of you? Here's a sculpture. Bigwig and I visited that a few times. It must be the smell of the food, huh? Sure. Since we're here, let's go look at the sculpture. Come on, Mekkah. There's a door. There it is again. There it is again. And again, huh? That's kind of wild. Testing doors. Or what? Yeah, beautiful sculpture. The aroundness runs into itself before the end of the aroundness finishes. So the aroundness goes up, and then the up tries to go around but runs into itself before it finishes and becomes the aroundness again. So you got an orthogonal relationship that's all curves, because the segment is longer than the curvature. And it's a Mobius strip, who pointed out. It's a one-sided thing, which is really hard to tell simply by looking at it. It's not color-coded. The outside becomes the inside in that process. So who spent a month or so trying to draw that and think about it over and over again a few years ago? There's who on wheels. Well balanced, no need for handlebars. Okay, I think we're going to go back. Yeah, there's who testing doors over there now. Oh, who said I couldn't offer people my card while they were in line over there? You can imagine if everyone did it, there'd be hundreds of people offering people cards, but everyone doesn't do it. Okay, let's go back. Perfect heel, Mekkah. Perfect heel, Mekkah. Good. Some water. What is that? Good. That's a person. That's a man walking. He's permitted to do that. That's good. Good evening. That's good, Mekkah. You gotta remember up this way now in this quadrant. Okay. Yeah, that's where we were. Bedtime. Bedtime. Okay, come on, Mekkah. Why are you cutting over this way? That's how we found the statue. Oh. Perfect. Find the trash, Mekkah. Now leave it alone. Come on. Leave it alone. We're not in the business of finding trash. We're at least not in the business of going through it. Oh, what is it, Mekkah? Come on, we got to get back. Come on. Come on. Come on. Which side are you going to be on? On the wrong side. That's good. Good, Mekkah. Perfect heel, Mekkah. Good. Good. Yeah. That's good. There you go. Okay, come on. That's good. Watch out for the bike. Yeah, perfect. See your hunting ground again, huh? Good. The Hirschhorn. Her something was in the name of the town in New York. Perfect. Find the Hirschhorn Museum, Mekkah. Yeah, that's the guardhouse. And that's the museum. That's the man walking that we passed before. Okay, Mekkah, come on. We gotta go. You want to make this place your hunting ground, your den. That's good. Get ready, stop. Stay. Good. Good. Ready, heel. Good. Heel, watch out for the bike. Good. Good, Mekkah, way to run. Good, Mekkah. Good, Mekkah. Good, Mekkah. Way to run. Good, Mekkah. Yeah, the guy's still walking behind us. Three breaths, Mekkah. One breath. Two breaths. Three breaths, Mekkah. Come on. That's good. Watch out. There we go. Good, Mekkah. Good, Mecca. Good old, cannot tell a lie. Allah Akbar. Good, Mecca. You're getting some good running tonight, Mecca. Yes, you are. Ready? Stop. Stay. Ready? Heel. Good. Good. Good, Mecca. Way to go, Mecca. Stop. Wait. Okay. Heel. That's good. What do you smell? Which way you want to go? Come on, Mecca. That's enough of that. No, 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 no. Allah Akbar. No. Come on, Mecca. So 2 hours. By the time we're done, it will be 2 hours. Oh, gotta pee. Gas has subsided, see, with the exercising. I haven't belched or farted the whole time since we got going. Exercise. Flatulence. Exercise. Okay. This was the fresh one. This is the full